Hello. It's 8:07 p.m. on November the 29th of 2021, and there appears to have been a UFO battle near the observatories in Hawaii. You may say, Gina, there's no way. Well, that's what it appears like to me. It really does, from what I saw. I'm gonna show you why I think there was a UFO battle. Look at these right here. Hello, Apple Brooks. Hello, Shelley. Look at these right here. These are, you could call them orbs, you could call them ships, you could call them plasma ships, okay? And they do have the ability to cloak themselves. They do. And they're clustered all in the sky, right? Just like this, you all. Let me show you this. The skies, after the moon got to a certain level in the skies at around 4:20 in the morning, 4:20 in the morning at the observatory. Let me put this back to me. At the observatory, you couldn't see nothing. The clouds literally, they came rolling in, is what happened. And I kept seeing these things flying across the screen. I thought, what? That's not rain. That's not snow. No, it wasn't. It was small ships. They were very small ships that started appearing in the sky. I'm going to try to take you over here to the observatory right here in Hawaii. You can find this on the webcam taxi. I hope we're over here, you all. If it'll let me see, I'm going to show you this right here. Let's look at this. So, let me get to it right here. Everything is fine. Everything is fine at 4:19. Absolutely fine. I'm going to speed it up. Oh, I've got it sped up, you all. Everything is fine at 4:19. Then all of a sudden the clouds start rolling in as you get to 4:20. They come out of nowhere. See, there's the first one that went across the moon. I don't know. There are ships that are literally, they are cloaked in these clouds. They're interdimensional beings and interdimensional ships. They're massive. You see these things flying off the screen too. That's UFOs, some kind of ships. Look at this. Literally, they came rolling in around 4:20 this morning. Look at that beautiful halo around that moon. Well, from an artistic point of view, you could say it was. And they whited it out. It was not long until the whole entire sky was whited out from around 4 something to around, I want to say around 10 in the morning is what I want to say. Till around 10 in the morning, they literally like whited it all out. And I thought, well, that's strange, because I went over there. I thought, I can't see anything. It's all blurred out. It was all blurred out because they blurred it all out, you all. They blurred the whole entire area out. Hawaii, this observatory is on one of the highest peaks to get good viewing. And I'm thinking, well, no wonder you chose to be way up there. You didn't want these catching anything. And they really didn't catch nothing, you all. They didn't. I'm going to fast forward it. So it gets to like this. And as that moon goes up, you can't see nothing else. Once the moon reaches a certain level in the sky, that's all she wrote. You can still see the clouds. See, that's all she wrote. And then it's like this. This is all it is. See, look at the timestamp. From around 5 something, we come over here. That's 5 something. That's 7 something. That's 9 something. Total, they totally whited it out. Is what they did. Totally whited it out. Let me get over here to this. So we get over here. You see around 10:44, it's all done. Look what's setting right there. You may say, Gina, oh Gina, that's just a lens flare. No, it's not. You see these things flashing across the screen? Those are small ships. Those are small ships. These right here, they're not lens flares. You may say, Gina, how do you know that they're not lens flares? Let me tell you how I know. Because documented around the sun are these UFOs. They're documented around the sun. Okay, and I think that they manifested. You remember when we was looking at that place in Canada It was yesterday, and these great big plasma, look like plasma orbs, plasma shields, or plasma ships or something showed up. And then one of them had this great big opening in it. I think it was one of these. These are ships, plasma ships. Look how they clustered all around the sun. You see this product right here? They don't. They shut this product down on NASA because they were able to be seen on this product right here. These are real. They called them like the donut-shaped UFOs, but they're real. Okay, they did. I think one of them showed up yesterday in Canada at that foot of that mountain. But I forget the name of that mountain, you all. Let me put this back to me. I want to go back to that Hawaii Observatory. I'm going to go back to here. I'm going to show you. I even documented it. Well, I'm documenting it right now. But let me get to this point. Let's push this, you all. Hello, and thank you for joining. Yeah, it did look like that. These are real. This is not a game. They had this whited out from that period of time totally in the morning. So might as well say 5 something in the morning till 10 something. Who knows what's been going on up there in the sky, way above the sky, because they couldn't look out, because you know what they did? They literally, boom, covered it. See, look right here. This is a great big ship. Let's see this perfect circle, you all. There are so many things that are literally cloaked in these clouds, traveling. Look at that one back there. Cloaked in them, traveling. I'm just going to let you see it just for a tad bit, you all, because this is really neat what happened. And yeah, it's strange. It's strange, all the activity going on. And then, you know, CERN had their experiment, I think, this past week. The experiment that they did. I think they're messing up stuff. I really do. I think CERN is playing with fire. They're playing with the darkness. That's what they're doing. So if you see things flying across the screen, looks like rain. It's not. It's the ships. It's small ships is what it is. Small ships. I hope we can see this right here, you all. This is, look at them right here. Look, you can see them. See them flying across the screen. I got this sped up to 0.2. But I'm thinking, look at that one up there. See the ship up there? You can call these plasma ships, and they can become translucent if they want. They can become solid and semi-solid. Is what they can become. But they're there. They're in our dimension. I think they're standing their ground too, because you know they're in the battle too. They're in the battle with humanity. We're not fighting this battle alone, you all. We're not, by any stretch of the imagination. This is not a battle that we are fighting by ourselves. It isn't. If I slow this down, you might be able to see those one things a little bit better on here, flying across the screen. You see this right here? Look at this. Look at that. That is, they literally travel in the sky like that. What was that, 1037? Okay, I want to see if I can get that one again. I probably didn't get it. You see them flying across the screen? Those are ships. Those are long. They're white, long ships, but I don't know how big they are. Some of them they can get very big. Let me just say that. They can get extremely big. Let me slow it down a little bit more so you can see them better. Extremely, extremely big. See them all clustered. And before you say, Gina, I'm just going to take you right over there again. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to take you right over there again. It's not lens flares at all. Because if that's lens flares, then you would have to say, well, these are too. See, but you can't. Okay, you can't. You know, I would say that these are plasma ships too, since they say the sun is plasma. Okay, so there's no reason why these can't be plasma ships, and there's no reason why they can't manifest cannot become semi-solid and or solid if they want to. What happened? Can you all see me? You all, what's happening here? I think I'm behind on the chat. Okay, I probably am behind on the chat. Okay, so yeah, these right here, this is what is over. These are in Hawaii. They're at the observatory in Hawaii. And you know, that's really when somebody sent out a tweet on the Twitter about the observatory shutdowns, and they shared my video, the footage that I had. These right here, I think they're just like the ones around the sun, except they're missing the centerpiece, is what I think. They're missing the centerpiece, but we saw the center hollowed out in some of them yesterday in Canada. So these have now been brought to the forefront. All these plasma ships, these plasma orbs, these plasma beings, and they don't have to look like us in order to help us. They don't. They don't have to look like us at all. You know, as far as we know, these could be called, some of these could be called the Rainbow Warriors too. They really could. So let's just see like this. This is literally, there's something in this cloud structure right here too. And I have already, let me do this, you all. I have already took a bunch of screenshots of the ships that flew across that screen. A lot of them. That's what I've been doing before I came on here. I was taking some pictures, and I'm going to show you them. I'm just going to come over here and let you see what I've got taken right here. We can see this orb right here. Let's just look at these, you all, because it's really neat. This is so beautiful down there. Look at that, literally getting that rainbow color on it. Rainbow color. What if these are like the Rainbow Warriors too? What if they are? Isn't that beautiful colors? It really is beautiful. Look at that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 10 sided. I don't know how many sided. I don't know what you would call that shape, but these are absolutely beautiful. And you still see they're up there. They're in the sky. They're blending in with the sky, but they're in our dimension is what they are. They're in our dimension, and they are translucent. Look at this right here. This is traveling in the sky too, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure about some of these beings. When they showed up, let me show you some of the things that are flying across the sky. They're small ships. They're small ships like this. You may think, Gina, is that a ship? Yes, it is a type of a ship. They're flying across the screen. They're flying across the webcam is what they were doing. Like you can see one right here. That was flying across also. And I'm not sure if there's any beings in it. That was flying across it also, you all. Let's look at this because we got to look at it. You all, we got to look at this. We got to document this battle that's... Okay. I am thinking that I see something in this picture. Right there, look. Can you see that? Looks like a pointed thing right there, like a ship or something right there, right? Like this, and this, like the back end of a ship. Now, it is possible for them to travel in the clouds massive like this because they got all this cloud cover. It just don't look right to me because of this shape right here. And this is like a curvature thing inside of there. Okay, but I was focusing on this one ship right here, right there. Okay, they're traveling in the clouds too. I think there's something in there too. I really do. I'm not just saying that. I think there's something in there. Okay, look at this. Yeah, you all see it. So we've got that. I think there really is something there. I think there's something here too. Now, granted, the sky is the perfect color for these to blend in. You can see some up here. Some of these are small, some of these are big, and by the looks of this, I think it's one of those I'm gonna say the words again. Yeah, I've got to find a different word for the little balls. I gotta find a. I gotta find a different phrase to use. The little round circles. How about I just call them little circles? This looks like one of them right here, you all. This does. It looks like 1, 2, and 3 of them clustered together. Okay, that's what it looks like, you all. You all don't get me laughing. Okay, now let's look at this. Because somebody made a comment the other day. You can see some right here. These I was trying to catch them when they was flying across the thing. Yeah, orbs, little orbs, but they're not really orbs, but that would fit the bill too. Really would. See, look at that. See, now you can't. These can be seen on the sun too, flying all over NASA's products too. These right here. So that's what's been flying across the screen. They look like streaks, but it's them. It's these ships right here, and they're not big. They really aren't. Now look at these. Look how ominous looking they are. They're just standing their ground there. They're not moving. They're not moving. Even with those clouds coming in, you all, they're not moving at all. At all. Not at all. Okay, I'm back. I had to, this is a touch screen, and I wanted to take my little feather duster across it. Because I don't want nothing on there. I don't like to feel that stuff on my hands. I don't, you all. So let me push this back to here. All right, so now let's look at this again. So you can see here's 2 more right here flying around in the midst of this. These are flying around, and then we've also got these in the background. These ships right here. I think there was a battle. Look at those here down on the bottom, and they are translucent and they're plasma. You know, if you look at the plasma webs that we look at, those plasma webs, as they start to form, they are like translucent. And then if they get enough energy, they become semi-solid. And then if they get a whole lot of energy, they literally, boom, become totally solid. It's the same thing with these right here. The same things with these right here. They have the same capability, is what I feel. The same capability. Yeah, so, and look up here. You all, can I ask you something? Is this screen, when I push that one button, does it push over to me, or is my Just You button not working? I don't know how far behind the stream is. Okay, it's working. I see myself down there. I'm not going to talk about myself. Okay, I'm talking about this ship up here in the sky. It's right up there, flying around right there. So you have this one, and then you have these still there. And all the while, there's other types of ships in these clouds. Other types of ships in these clouds. I'm just flipping through here. And I'm not going to flip out, you all. I'm not going to. Look at this one right here. And there is a cool part of the video I want to show you where one of these ships is small up here, and then as it moves, it literally comes big. Just like that. It becomes big. Yeah, that's all right, you all. Because I think I'm probably 2 minutes behind, or a few seconds behind. Here's some more right here on this video as I'm watching it. Is what I think. So I just want to zoom up here. You can go to that observatory and check it out. Look. So there's one here. I don't know if you can see it. I could probably do this, and you might see them better. You might see them a tad bit better. Right here, and then we have these in the background. You know what's interesting? This right here, it has a slightly different shape than this one, because this one is like completely round and this one is not. It's not completely round at all on here. This is also interesting. We're going to look at the bottom of this, because as this one particular batch of cloud cloaking traveled by, it literally did look like the bottom opening, like windows or something on a massive ship as it went across this area. Because if you look right here, Look right here how it's literally notched out as the clouds were passing at the 10:44:51 mark. They were passing by, and look at this. This was the cloud structure right here. And you see this right here? It's notched out. This is notched out also over here. I think it was like a row of windows or some kind of shafts or something, but it literally was, as that cloud was going across, it looked like the bottom of a massive ship cloaked in the clouds as it was traveling. And it's the perfect cover. It's the perfect cover for them, you all. It really is. They can travel. They can travel in these clouds. You can notice the pattern right there. It's different. It's totally different. But then look up here. Where are you at? Here's another ship. So these were flying, and then of course we have these right here. You all, I hope this is okay. You can see the other one, like right there, right here, flying around. And this right here is not one of these at all. This is two different species. Belongs to two different species right here. Both of these two. We still have this one maintaining its spot right there. Okay, look. Right there. See how big that got? They can get really big. And this is what I heard. I heard that these ships that are up there, I don't even know where I heard it. They have the ability to project themselves. They can project themselves and make themselves look really small. They can make themselves look really small, but they're not really small. They're massive. They're gigantic. That's what I heard. And I think there's some truth to it, just like this right here. I think there is some truth to it, you all. I really do. You can see another one. I just want to show you some of those, you all. Now, see, this was, wow. This right here was a ship also. Look how massive this was. This literally, it showed up and then totally disappeared. Look at this right here. This right here is, I don't know what this is. Is it some type of a being or something up there? But it was at that 10:37:19 mark on that video. We can look at that 10:37:19 mark because it was neat. I just had to go back a tad bit, you all. 10:37:19. Gina, you didn't go back the right time, but I will at 10:37:19 so you can see it. And this is the normal timestamp. See, watch. This is you can see those UFOs, those ships flying by in here, and they look like I thought, is it snowing? But it wasn't. Then I thought, no, wait a minute, because it's not last. If you look close, you can see ridges in these clouds, like that's solid objects, even though they're cloaked. See, here it is right here. Look at it right there. I went too far. I still went too far. Gina, honey, quit doing that. You can say, Gina, would you just please leave it alone? I can. I will. I just wanted to look at it. See it? Right there. That's not a normal cloud. And these aren't, these are ships that literally are flying across. There's a lot of them. A whole lot. If I could get to that timestamp, because as that was flying through, there was a whole bunch of them. That was too far. It's hard to navigate these things right here. It really is, you all. Because they don't have, you can't really make that toolbar thing any bigger. But it's alright. Let's see if we can see them show up. There should be a whole lot of them getting ready to come through here. If that's okay. Because I want to see them. See them in slow motion. Along with that one. They're just flying all around there, and I wonder what their role is in this. I really do wonder what their role is in this. And I see this is that one thing that literally is cloaked but you know it's not normal based on the shape of it right there. See these ships? They're just flying around. It looked like one of them went inside that. Okay, that's what it looked like. One of them like went inside of it. You can still see these. These are literally packed in the sky. You are totally packed in the sky. And they're not moving either. None of these are moving. None of them. It's like they're on guard. Okay, they're on guard. They're on guard for something. Look at all these UFOs. These ships flying all over the place, you all. And that's what it is. It's ships. And they don't, some of them are small, but some of them, they can get really massive. Absolutely massive. Hello. Yes, we got wonderful moderators. We do. They do rock. Even though I don't use that terminology, but that sounds great. Yeah, they do. They're great at what they do. They really are. Now, I will say this. I will say that the other day, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I went over to this observatory and its screen was green in one spot. I thought, what happened to the observatory? Why is your screen green? It's like they went off the air. That's what happened. They like went off the air. Even though I knew their observatory was up there, you all. I've got to try to find out where on earth I was on this thing that I was flipping through. I'll find it, you all. I will. Okay, I'm right here. Okay, look at this. So 1044:42, right there, you all. Right there. And again, yeah, I do believe that they exist because, you know, we have these clustered around the sun. Okay. And these right here have not been exterminated. They did not go extinct. Okay, they didn't go extinct or anything like that. Okay, they didn't. They're real. NASA just made it to where we couldn't see them, but I think one showed up the other night if you're just tuning in. Do I got that on there, you all? Don't tell me I'm sitting here talking to me. I better not be. Yeah. So I think that these are quite possibly the same species, but a different level of, Gina, what do you got going on here of species? I've got these stuck at the bottom, you all, and I don't like that. Okay. There, we fixed it. We just had to go to the bottom. Look at that. It is, if you look over here, look how big this is. Is that, no, this ain't that one thing, but there's something big over here on the corner too. You all should be able to see them in the sky right here. Now, granted, the sun was up there. The sun was up there in the sky the whole time, is what it was. The whole entire time up there in the sky. You can also see these in the sky with the sun too. Look, that's very pretty. This looked like this one literally, this one right here literally, it took on a semi-solid shape right here, a semi-solid shape. Unlike this one probably. Now this one could be solid, but it could be back further behind another layer. It could be. But this one certainly is not. This one's right out here in the forefront. You all look at this perfect circle right here of this cloud structure. This right here was a UFO going over the top of that. Okay, that was this observatory 419. I was trying to document it. Look how perfect. You know, if you look in here, you see some of these rainbowy colors too. That show up, and I'm wondering if it's the beings that are in the clouds. I wonder if it's those beings in the clouds, because they can do that. They can cover them. They can project that type of a color on them. They really can. I was just trying to see if I could see more on here than what we saw is what I was trying to do. This isn't normal either up here, this structure. Boom. A battle in the sky by Hawaii. See this, look at this. So this is the plasma ship. I'm glad this plasma ship popped up. So this is a plasma ship that I had documented by the Eiffel Tower. Okay, these ships are real. You can see how massive this plasma ship is. It's absolutely massive. That was exciting too, being able to document the plasma ships that showed up there. And what happened in this particular situation, this one manifested, and then other smaller plasma ships came down out of here is what happened. They came down, you all. This is real. This ain't no joke. If you're watching me thinking, oh, this woman is making things up, there's nothing to make up. The document, the facts are right there. Okay, I'm just documenting what's out there, and it's this. These are out there right here, these ships. These types of plasma ships. Okay, I think these are long, like white ships but you can see that they are different colors. And then we have the round ones also, you all. We have it all going on. This is the channel you want to be at. Let me tell you what, you want to see plasma ships and stuff like that, you come to this channel because we will find it. Okay, our spirits will be led straight to it, and we'll put it out there. No matter how crazy it may seem, I'm going to put it out there. Okay, I am. Just like that. Oh my gosh, you all. Yeah, it's that's exactly right. Good evening, Ken Motes. Yeah, you all. This is yeah. That act by far, that was one of my best captures at the Eiffel Tower right there. It really was, you all. Yeah. I'm just going to see what is there after that picture, because I don't even know what's there after that picture. Okay, I don't, but that's okay. We got that picture, but I did want to show something else. If I could come over here to my one thing. I'm over here on my player. I was trying to see if I could get that one ship that literally popped out of the clouds. It was small, but it made itself bigger. I forget the timestamp that it was at, but I guess it's okay. You can see them flying around on here. Gina, honey, it's just all going away. So, boom, they just like, well, you see this one literally, it was further back and this one came forward. But this one is not the one I was talking about right here. I've got a high pitch in my ear now, my right ear. Look up here on the corner. It's perfect. It's literally coming straight down. Boom! Like that, you are. Aloha, Pearl Lopez. You on the Big Island? I lived on Honolulu, on Hickam Air Force Base for, well, it was around 3.5 to 4 years. It was pretty cool. Going to the North Shore, and I like the bamboo forest, hiking in the bamboo forest. We did make it over to this very spot right here. We took a vacation here right before we left. It was really exciting, and saw Kilauea. So yeah, it is nice, you all. All right, that's it, you all. That is it. That is all this documenting. I thought I was going to show that one great big ship. I probably could show that one great big ship that came over on this, but look at that. Look at the that's how it happened, just like that. We had all those clouds and then all those ships. That lasted from 5 something in the morning to 10 something. You couldn't see anything. Anything at all. Yeah. If you're just tuning in, I think there was some type of a battle taking place, and they couldn't get it. I don't think they could get their cameras up in the sky to see it. I think the battle took place around that level. And I think it was also up there in the sky. They got some powerful telescopes right there. And if their viewing had not been blocked, I think they would have been able to documented what was up there in the sky. I really do think they would have been able to document what was up in the sky at that with their telescopes, because they're very high powered. So there's definitely a change in energy, a battle happening in realms that we don't know of, that we can't really physically see with our eyes, in spiritual realms and interdimensional realms, and literally it's manifesting on the earth itself. There's a lot of things that are playing behind the scenes that we don't know about. We can't see it. They're keeping it from us. I guess we're not privy to it, but we do know what's going on. We can feel it. We can sense that something greater is happening behind the scenes. And the good news is we know how this ends in the long run. Even though it may get really bad, it will get bad. It will get bad. You all, and it might cost. It has cost some people their lives. It has throughout history. Whenever you're in battles like this, throughout history, and even off-planet stuff, people, they have fought and they've lost a lot of lives in the process. But you know, some things are worth fighting for. Humanity is worth fighting for. It is. And we're not fighting this battle alone. We're not. That's one thing I do want to emphasize. It's not alone. We have angels. We have other spiritual beings, higher evolved beings that are not of this earth, that are also helping out. We can't see them. We can't. And sometimes they don't always interfere. I'm sure they do what they can behind the scenes. But one day there'll be a big final push, and this battle will be no more. Okay, it'll be no more. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I do feel that there was a battle that took place, and I believe that the telescopes were not able to get any pictures of what was happening way above them in the skies. They couldn't get no pictures. There was no human possible way for them to get those pictures. They missed out on all those hours, like from 5 to 10. 5 hours gone. They can't get what happened in that 5 hours unless they got stuff up there, satellites in orbit with pictures. So thank you all for coming on here. Thank you, moderators, for being so wonderful and awesome. Yeah, we really do appreciate it. I appreciate it, and I'm sure everyone else on here appreciates everything you all do. And thank you all for taking time out of your day and your evening and your morning to spend it on here with us, because it's nice to be able to have this to come together and share. It is. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you, and have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you again so much. And you can check out that observatory up there. They got a really good webcam up here. You can find it on the webcamtaxi.com, or you can do the Hawaii Observatories or something. You'll find it. If you are intent on finding it, you will find it. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Love you.